Alex, thanks for joining us at the end. Unfortunately, a disappointing afternoon in terms of the result.
We found a way to lose the game, didn't we? We found a way to lose the game from a winning position. Halfway through the second half, we had chance after chance during a spell to extend a lead. Good shape defensively, and we were in total control of the game. They mixed it up a bit in terms of their shape and got an extra player up top. And then from the corner, obviously, we were down to 9, which left us really short because obviously we had 2 markers missing. As a result of that, they score and go on to win the game from there. And whilst we'd missed lots of chances, numerous chances to have gone on and won the game comfortably, we deserve to lose because of those factors. You've got to have a tough enough mentality to deal with setbacks. So if you've only got 9 men on the pitch when you're defending set play, so what? Find a way to keep the ball out the net. And that's what we've said to them in there. Don't use it as an excuse. Yeah, your cards have been dealt poorly in terms of how often do you have to defend with 2 men off the pitch, but find a way to stop the ball going in the net. And if you find a way to stop the ball going in the net from that situation, the game looks different. It's a turning point, and it's a point where they've got to ensure that they learn from it, and it doesn't look like that next year when we're faced with the same situation. That game has to look differently next year when we're going 1-0 up into the final 20 minutes in an away game.
You haven't had enough clean sheets, have you?
No.
Wherever you've been, whether you've been at home or away, that is a key area. You can't be conceding what I think now it's 83 goals, I think, in total throughout the season.
Yeah, you're right, Graham. We haven't scored enough. We haven't stopped enough going in our net. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But that's football, isn't it? And we thought we worked towards being a lot more secure in terms of set plays over the last 3 games, and we have. We haven't looked like conceding by and large from set plays. But we have today, and set plays really do dictate and change games, as is the case today.
Encouraging signs for you, what were they?
There's far more encouraging signs in terms of attacking. We've been really pleased in the last 3 games by and large with the defensive shape and structure, and that's been obviously shown by the amount of goals we conceded, and we were going a long way towards showing that again today, until the game turned obviously on the set play. But what pleased us was we had far more of an attacking threat. We chose better in terms of our counter-attacking opportunities, who to release and when to release, without having that composure and that clinical mindset in the box when we did actually create the opportunities. And Ollie missed a great chance. There were several others that obviously I could relate back to as well, to have extended the lead, but we didn't. And the outcome is we've lost a game of football we should have won.
He'll be disappointed, Ollie Finney. Nobody goes out there not to be taking those chances, but he would be distraught because he has that in his locker. That's what he's got, some goals, hasn't he? But it hasn't been his day today. No,
that's Ollie's game, and he's got to add those goals and assists to his game to stay in the team. And that goes for everybody. What they're good at, they have to do regularly and consistently if they're going to stay in the team. And if they don't, then obviously the place is going to come under threat. So every player in every position next year is going to know exactly what their roles and responsibilities are, and they've got to fulfil them. If you don't fulfil them, you don't play.
I know it's 46 games done and dusted, but did you think that you ran out of steam as well, which you won't want to be seen?
Yeah. It was a mixture of running out of steam, so players not being fit enough and durable enough, which again they have shown in previous games, but doing it in 3 games and then in the 4th game not showing that, it's no good to anyone. It's got to be consistent, you've got to be incessant with it. And also the mentality. Again, we spoke about the mentality has been better in the last 3 games. It has, but that was a revert back to what we've seen obviously prior to those previous 3 games today, in terms of not being strong enough mentally to withstand what was thrown at them in the final 15-20 minutes. And we've all got to work together to find solutions to that. We have solutions and ideas on how we're going to do it, and we'll put that to work in the summer, so that, as I say, that game looks different in the final 20 minutes when we roll into next season.
It was the 4-game sort of situation. I know you've had this 1 game today where you are the permanent manager, but those 4 games been real worthwhile now for you to step away from the real action of competitive football, getting points and wins on the board, to take stock of the whole situation? Have they helped, the 4 games that you've had?
Oh, massively, because within those 2 weeks, it's not so much the 4 games, it's the 2 weeks we've been able to work with them. So many different things we could integrate and impart on the players, which we have done around the training ground and the build-up to games, during the games, how we're going to play, the style of play, the demands that we're going to insist on them in terms of the culture and how they behave on and off the pitch. So yeah, it's very worthwhile in the sense that we've had a short space of time, but nonetheless it's time that has been valued in terms of just letting them know exactly what those expectations will be when they roll into pre-season.